I mean, it was some experience, I shall put it that way. It's certainly something you need to check out for yourself at least once in your lifetime. I do like Millwall. I love what Millwall stands for, and I love just the raw energy and how aggressive it is. But if you're going to Millwall away, club colours on, expect to have a nice time. You're probably mental, to be honest. Not a single Burnley fan was wearing club colours, and I feel like that was probably for a reason. But look, if you've done Marseille away last season, Marseille is way worse than Millwall. If you guys have done any of these massive trips, obviously we haven't played Napoli, but places like Naples, Galatasaray. Look, we could have had a lot worse fixtures than the Millwall. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, of course. Just Nico Gonzalez, because did you see the smile on his face when he came out of St James's Park? It would have been like a caveman finding fire, to be honest. Not to discredit Manchester City fans, but Nico Gonzalez probably never had an atmosphere like that before. Certainly towards him, solely him, when he came out of St James's Park. But he couldn't believe it. Massive smile on his face, just completely gobsmacked. And he can't fake a reaction like that either. A player who was clearly blessed and humble in the moment. Just saw all the fans be so happy and everyone jumping up and celebrating the fact he's a Newcastle player. Oh, I love that.
So I'm just going to leave them white. And those who wish to have their YouTube channel on one of the boardings, well, more than welcome. As long as, well, you're doing your YouTube videos, you give us a verbal shout out on screen, which is dead simple. Like, I get one from 100% Mags, which is the @ in their posts, along with a load of other people. So that live, again, will be shared to the likes of X, Facebook, Instagram, etc., so that you know that it's there. And it's not just sharing here on YouTube. It's going to be also, there's going to be some new lives as well in different places. You can go live on TikTok. Yeah, I was chatting to Warkid yesterday, and Warkid turned around and says, people might not want to have, he says, good idea, but he says people might not want to be on the advertisement boardings. So I'm just going to leave them white. And those who wish to have their YouTube channel on one of the boardings, well, more than welcome. So, one thing I was thinking last night was, like I said, with the advertisement boardings around the new stadium, have them blank, so that you want a pitch, well, you do your shout out and let me know that you're doing a shout out, simple little message, you know, and you become part of the show. The young magpies, the young magpies are going to be a bit naughty, but what they're not allowed to do, nobody's allowed to do this. They're not allowed on the pitch. Nobody is. It's. I said to Gemma, it's hallowed turf, and that is just for the footballers, for the manager, for the medics when they're called upon.
Schoenster, I mean, how many times do I need to say this, but what a football player Schoenster is. 18 years old and he's playing like that at St James's Park. And you saw it when he got subbed off. Like, every single person in the stadium stood up immediately and clapped the player. Probably the loudest applause I've seen for a player. Might be a weird way of describing it, but certainly it just felt different clapping a player off. That one felt like it truly meant clapping a player because he was just that good. I was so impressed with him. Honestly, how is he 18? It is crazy, but he is such a good football player. That might be the Premier League side in this season. You talk about players coming in, £20 million from Ajax. That could be the best signing in the league this season. Whereas Matthias seems to have a bit more about him. They seem to have a bit more energy. You seen it yesterday after the game. The referee with a ridiculous decision to not give Anthony Elanga a free kick when he's clearly being pulled back. Matthias runs onto the pitch after full time, gets into the referee's face. He's not happy, having that vocal discussion with him, and you see the comments after the game. And again, it's a manager that's so energetic. He's like a little pit bull. He's just running around everywhere. I like it. I like a manager that's clearly up for it, and a manager that has such a huge opportunity to prove himself on the world stage. Nobody knew who Matthias Eisler was. I didn't have a clue who he was before he was coming to Newcastle. So it's a huge opportunity for him on the world stage to put his reputation out there and to make a big name out of himself as well. We'll start off Amir Dedic, because that's the obvious one. Benfica fullback was a Matthias Eisler signing. Matthias Eisler had pull power, you could say, because of their connections at Salzburg. He is the Trippier of old. That is a young Kieran Trippier in the way he plays. So aggressive as a fullback. Conte crossed the ball in. 2 assists yesterday. The second assist for Harvey Barnes was brilliant as well. Talking ball cut across, Harvey Barnes is there, and certainly for me, even in the opening 30 minutes, Dedic was probably our best attacking player, and he's not even an attacker. That just shows how aggressive he is getting forward, how energetic he is, how forward thinking he is with these forward passes. And a player, certainly for me, what a deal that is. Especially when there's teams like Manchester United looking for right back. You got all sorts of top Premier League teams looking for fullback. You could have had him for 30 million. That's such a good deal, Amir Dedic. Wow, I'm impressed. And if that's the sort of players Matthias Eisler's bringing in from Salzburg, I'll just sign all the Salzburg players that were good for him, because if that's the quality we're getting, all of them are going to be good for us. So certainly, I was pleased with what I saw from him.